trade and technology. Modi has called Japan a tech powerhouse. He said that Japan's technology and India's talent
visiting China. But India-Japan ties, if you see, Japan remains the fifth largest source of FDI for India. If you see the kind of MOUs concluded in last 2 years, 170 MOUs have been concluded between India and Japan and Indian and Japanese ventures in last 2 years. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Prime Minister Ishiba today morning addressed the economic forum, wherein Prime Minister Ishiba said that Japanese technology and India's talent can bring global good if they come together. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also echoed the same sentiment, and he said that India and Japan share historic and heritageal ties. Both the countries have taken forward this journey with cooperation with each other. We have seen that how India and Japan have collaborated in infrastructure buildings, infrastructure projects in India. Japan is an important partner for India as far as the infrastructure projects are concerned. In a national capital region, we have seen the shining example of India-Japan collaboration, the metro rail network, and now Japan is collaborating with India on the Shinkansen train, which is the bullet train project from Ahmedabad to Mumbai. In this meeting, Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Ishiba are also likely to take forward the India-Japan defense cooperation, because that is also an important area where India and Japan can come together in joint research, joint production. An amphibious aircraft deal is also in talks between India and Japan for many years. So we can hope that there should be some forward movement in that amphibious aircraft deal, Y2 aircraft deal. Besides that, India and Japan can collaborate on various other fronts as well, because in Indo-Pacific area, India and Japan share common. There is a convergence of their intentions, their policies, and that's why India and Japan are two important pillars of Quad partnership. And India is chair of Quad this year. India is likely to host the Quad summit, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi has already extended an invitation to Japanese Prime Minister Ishiba for the visit to India. This is the annual summit. This is the 15th annual summit. Since 2005, 2006, India and Japan are regularly holding the joint partnership and the annual summit mechanism. Also, India shares 2+2 dialogue mechanism with only few countries, and Japan is also one of them.
Oh yes, absolutely. And most importantly, Pranay, the Make in India, Make for World message that Prime Minister has put out from Tokyo as he lays the blueprint for the economic tie-up between the two nations when it comes to India and Japan, coming at a critical time when the world sees the tariff turbulence also looked at as an opportunity and advantage to how India and Japan are engaging at the moment.
Suesha, India and Japan comes as a natural partner. If you see the convergence of interest, the convergence of their potential as well. Japan is a technological powerhouse. Japan has fantastic technology and finest of the technology available on the block, while India is a human resource rich country. They have that complementarity. And this is what Prime Minister Ishiba also underlined, that if India's talent and Japanese technology can come together, they can actually bring transformational changes. And we have seen how India and Japan has collaborated. Before visiting Japan, Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Gujarat, and the shining example of Vitara EV was rolled out from the Suzuki plant of Japan. And Prime Minister Ishiba also underlined the fact that how Japanese companies have been collaborating and contributing to India's Make in India plan, Make in India program, and we know that over 1,000 Japanese countries are there. There are special economic zones of Japanese companies in India, contributing to heavy machinery, to automobile sector, to various other technologies. But what India is looking at, India and Japan, if you see the bilateral trade, we have that trade deficit. India is trying to abridge that trade deficit with Japan, and India is looking at more penetration, more avenues in Japan for Indian ventures. Besides that, as you rightly pointed it out, that Japan has already pledged $68 billion worth of investment in India. Prime Minister Ishiba today, he indicated that Japan is also looking at expansion of India-Japan economic cooperation with more investment coming in India. And if you have heard Prime Minister Modi's speech today in the Economic Forum, while they were both in the presence of Prime Minister Ishiba, he was addressing the industry captains there in Japan, in Tokyo, that he was speaking like a CEO. He was selling the brand India. That was also a direct and a very subtle message to the US and to President Donald Trump, who called India as a dead economy. India is a thriving economy, and a very robust partner of United States and Quad partner Japan is believing and showing confidence in Indian economy.
Right, Pranay, I want to thank you for getting us all those details as we also tell our viewers about this very important visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Japan, marking yet another crucial chapter in India's diplomatic outreach in the Indo-Pacific. The visit that underlines New Delhi's intent to deepen strategic, economic and cultural ties with Tokyo at a time when global geopolitics is witnessing rapid shifts. Take a look at all that has happened. Prime Minister Modi arrived in Japan for a 2-day official visit from August 29 to 30. In Tokyo, Prime Minister Modi will attend the 15th India-Japan Annual Summit and hold talks with Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba with a focus on trade, investment, defense and technology. He is also scheduled to meet Japanese industrialists, which he did, and political leaders as part of this visit. People from the Japanese community welcomed Prime Minister Modi by reciting the Gayatri Mantra and other mantras. Prime Minister Modi greeted and interacted with members of